In this lecture, we are going to cover topic 1.4, relation among number sequences. We can see one of the relation is given, that is of perfect square. That is 1 square, this is 2 square, this is 3 square, this is 4 square, this is 5 square, and this is 6 square. We will discuss this pattern with the help of picture later on in this lecture. Now let us try to solve this, figure it out. Question number 1. Question number 1 says that, can you find similar pictorial explanation for y adding counting numbers up and down? That is 1, 1 plus 2 plus 1, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 gives squares numbers. That is 1, 1 plus 2 plus 1, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 gives square number. That is, this gives 1, this gives 4, this gives 9, and so on. Now let us try to visualize this pattern. We will visualize with two different pictorial representation. First is this representation, that is 1, 1 plus 2 plus 1. For example, let us start with this 1. 1 is simple 1 box. Now plot this 4, that is 4 box. If we try to divide this box in some pattern, we will get this 1 plus 3. Now let us draw for 9, that is 3 square. What do we get is 1 box plus 3 box plus 5 box. Now let us try to draw one more picture. 1 is simple 1 box. Now let us draw for 4. If we divide this box in two different parts, like this, we will get this 1 plus this 2 plus this 1, that is 4. Now let us draw for 9. If we divide this box in two different sides, this is 1, this is 2. Start from here. 1 plus this 2 plus this 3 plus this 2 plus this yellow, that is 1. We get 9 as answer, that is 3 square. This 4 is 2 square. If we try to observe this pattern on left side, we get 1 square, we get this 1 box plus this 3 box, 1 plus 3, that is 4, equals to 2 square. If you observe this pattern, we get 1 plus 3 plus this 5, 1 plus 3 plus 5, that is 9. We get two different ways to represent square numbers. One square, 2 square, 3 square, 1 plus 3, 1 plus 3 plus 5, and in this way we get 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, and so on. Now let's try question number 2. By imagining large version of your picture, drawing it partially as needed, can you see what will be the value of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus up to 99 plus 100 plus 99 plus 98 plus up to 1. Now this pattern is similar to question number 1 we have discussed, similar to second way that we have discussed in question number 1. If we observe in question number 1, that is we get this as 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, we get answer as 9, that is equals to 3 square. Now this 3 is the highest number in the sequence. So if you observe in this pattern, 100 is the highest number, so the answer will be 100 square, that is 10000. Now let us try question number 3. Which sequence do you get when you start to add all ones sequence up? That is 1 plus 1 1 plus 11, 1 plus 11 plus 111, 1 11, that is ones sequence up. If we see, we get 1 plus 11, that is 12, 1 plus 11 plus 1 we will get 123. In this we will get 1 2 3 4. We get this pattern if we add the sequence of all ones in up, that is up direction. It means increasing number of ones by 1 in each iteration. If we see second question, that is what if we add all sequence of ones in up and down direction. That is sequence of 1 adding in up and down. That is 1 1 plus 11 plus 1 1 plus 11 plus 111 plus 111 plus 11 plus 1. Here it will be 11 plus 1. And so on. What answer do we get is, here we will get 1, here we will get 24, here we will get 246, and so on. In this way we get the sequence like 1 24 246. Sorry, we have missed 1 here, up and down, so we have to add 1 2 times. Sequence is starting from 2 2 24 246 2468 and so on. Now let us solve question number 4. Question number 4 says that which sequence do you get when you start to add the counting numbers up? Can you give a smaller pictorial explanation? Question number 4 says that what sequence do we get when we add 1 1 plus 2 1 plus 2 plus 3 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 and so on. The sequence we get is 1 1 plus 2 is 3 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is 6, here it is 10. If you observe, this sequence is triangular numbers. Triangular number we have discussed in detail in previous lecture. You can go and watch this lecture number 2. Let us see a small pictorial representation of this 6. Representation of 6 in triangular number. If we draw a triangle in 3 subparts, that is 1, divide this in 2, that is 2, and divide this in 3 parts, 3. We get 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is 6. Now let us solve question number 5. What happens when you add up a pair of consecutive triangle numbers? What are triangular numbers? Triangular number starts from 1 1 3 6 10 and so on. What we get is 1 plus 3 3 plus 6 6 plus 10 and so on. It is 4 9 16 and so on. If you observe this pattern, this is perfect square. We have seen the pictorial representation of perfect square in last lecture. Let us draw the pictorial representation for 3 square. 3 square. This is x direction, this is y direction. 3 square is 3 into 3. That means 3 in x direction and 3 in y direction. We get 3 cross 3, that is 9. Similarly, we can do for 4, 5, 6 and so on. Now let us solve question number 6. What happens when you start to add up power of 2 starting with 1? That is 1, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 plus 4 and so on. That is 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2 and so on. What if we try to add these numbers? That is 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 0 is 1, 2 raised to 1 is 2, 2 raised to 2 is 4 and so on. 1, 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 plus 4, 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8. What we get is 1, 1 plus 2 is 3, 1 plus 2 plus 4 is 7, here it is 15. We get this sequence. Now further on in the question, now add 1 to each of these numbers. What numbers do you get and why does this happen? Now question says that add 1 in this sequence and what we get is 1 plus 1, that is 2, 3 plus 1, that is 4, 7 plus 1, that is 8 and 15 plus 1, that is 16. We get the power of 2, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 4 and so on. Why does this happen? Let us try to visualize with picture. If we see this pattern, let us see for 3. Because these all are power of 2, we get the answer as power of 2. That's why I have taken the part of 2. Now we get this 3. We get these 3 cubes and 1 is left. 1 less in 2 power 2. If we see for 7, this is for 3. If we see for 7, that is, this will be in 3 direction, x, y and z. This is in 2 direction x and y. This is in 3 direction x, y and z. If we see for 7, what we get is this will be one more layer backside, that is 4 plus 4 8, but there is 1 less, that is this 2 layer is behind and 1 less in 2 power 3, that is 8. When we add 1 in each number, that is 1 plus 1 2, 3 plus 1 4, we get the complete power of 2. In all these representation, we get 1 less cube in representation of power of 2. Now let us solve question number 7. What question number 7 says, what happens when you multiply the triangular number by 6 and add 1? Triangular number multiplied with 6, that is multiplied with 6, and after that add 1 to it. Are 1, 3, 6, 10 and so on. These numbers are multiplied by 6 and add 1 to it. If we multiply this all the numbers with 6, what we get is 1 into 6 is 6, 6 into 3 is 18, 6 into 6 is 36, 10 into 6 is 60 and so on. Now add 1 to each number, we get 7, 19, 37, 61 and so on. If we observe this number, these all are hexagonal numbers. We have discussed hexagonal numbers in last lecture in brief. Now let us try to visualize this 19 as a hexagonal number. If we try to represent this 19, we get 5 in middle layer, then 1, 2, 3, 4 in upper and lower layer, and then 1, 2 and 3. Now if we make the shape, we get hexagon, and if we try to add all these numbers, that is 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3, we get 19. Now let us solve question number 8. What question number 8 says that, what happens when you start to add up hexagonal numbers? Hexagonal numbers are 7, 19. It starts from, hexagonal number starts from 1, 7, 19, 37, 61 and so on. What happens when we start to add up hexagonal numbers in sequence? That is 1 plus 7, 1 plus 7 plus 19 and so on. We get 1 plus 7, that is 8, 1 plus 7 plus 19, that is 27. What we get is cube numbers, 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube and so on. We get is cube number. If we try to represent these numbers in pictorial way, we have discussed in last lecture. Let us try to draw for one, that is 3 cube, the representation we get is 3 in 3 direction. This 3 in 3 direction, that is 3 cross 3 cross 3 in backside direction. We get 3 cross 3 9 and 3 layers in z direction, that is x, y and z. These 3 layers in z direction. Total, that is 27 equals to 3 cube. If we draw for 4 cube, let us try for 4 cube, that is 4 cubes in 3 direction, that is 3 direction x, y and z. 3 direction x, y and z, 4 in each direction, 1 2 3 4. And 4 in z direction, 1 2 3 4. We get 4 cross 4 cross 4 in z direction, 4 in each direction, that is 4 cube. Now let us try question number 9, that is last question in this figure it out. What question number 9 says that find your own pattern or relation in and among the sequences in table number 1. Can you explain why they happen with picture or otherwise? Table number 1 we have discussed in lecture number 1 in detail, so we will not discuss in this lecture. In next lecture we will discuss topic number 1.5, pattern in shapes, and the corresponding figure it out. This figure it out in next lecture. Thank you.